What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gmi back in the house, bringing you a ranked game against Dolphins Nation. Dude is definitely a legit player. I played this game a while back, though, when I ran into him. He was on the mic, and I got a lot of respect for dude, man. The dude, you know, I think he's from Jersey. You know, he spoke, I don't remember. I know when he watched the video, he'll leave a comment and say, I think, because it's so long ago, I think it was Jersey, but the dude really was on the mic talking shit the whole way through. You know, I was talking shit after I see that he was talking shit, because I don't usually get on the mic unless, you know, a dude comes on and starts talking shit. So we was talking shit back and forth. And at the end of the day, we do what men did, you know, do what men supposed to do. You show respect for that other man that was able to come up with the victory. And that's pretty much what happens at the end of it. So, you know, definitely shout out to Dolphins Nation. But today, you know, I'm going to talk about a few things today. I don't know if you guys are aware of what's been going on in Florida, of course. Again, Jacksonville, Florida, to be precise. Michael Dunn. Michael Dunn is a man that shot and killed a teenage kid because he was in fear for his life, and it was apparent that, you know, the kid was basically blasting, you know, music at a gas station, whatever like that. Michael Dunn asks, you know, will he ask, you know, properly with the ASK, ask the gentleman, the person of color to turn his music down with him and his other teenage friends in there. You know, he turns it down, and I guess after a little bit, they turned it back up a little bit, and over all the music that's blasting, Michael Dunn hears that this kid said he's gonna kill this motherfucker. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker, pretty much. And with him doing so, Michael Dunn then says, "You ain't gonna kill me today, not today, motherfucker," or whatever he says. And he starts shooting at them in a fucking well-lit gas station in Jacksonville, Florida. The young man was killed. Pretty much, I'm trying to see. I know he got shot. Three shots hit Davis, who was the young man of color. One in each leg and one through his liver, lung, and aorta. So pretty much, you know, R.I.P. to Davis. But this is a bigger issue, and I'm not saying that it's not in certain cases. And by the way, his girlfriend that was with him, Michael Dunn, his girlfriend completely denies everything that he's saying about the kids having a weapon or him seeing a weapon and all the other bullshit about, you know, that he's saying, and he's acting like he was in fear for his life and all the other shit like that. Pretty much, this is the issue now. At some point, we have to understand, like, I understand that Florida is a stand your ground law and all this other shit like that. And I'm pro-gun. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the NRA and all that shit like that. I'm all for that. You know, I'm signed up with them. Listen, I got friends that make sure that that I'm in the proper situation and I'm with the proper agencies. And the National Rifle Association, listen, I'm pro-gun all day long, because I really believe if everybody has a gun, there'll be less to no violence. And I believe there's a country that had like 0 murders, and they're required for everyone to have a gun. I forgot what country that is, but you guys can look it up. But this is unacceptable, and it's not unacceptable because of just what Florida is. It's unacceptable that it's still allowed to go on, and that this is like a trial. Because if witnesses tell you that the kids had no weapons and it was clear as day that they were unarmed, what is left for a jury to decide? And like I said, if it was the other way around, it doesn't matter. I would still be adamant about the right thing being done. It doesn't matter about color, ethnicity, whatever it is. It doesn't matter about that. And that's what the issue is. Whenever someone of color says, you know, they say it the wrong way. You know, we don't really have any African-American leaders that really are substantial anymore. They're all dead. Anyone that was willing to go out there and say the right thing, there's nobody there right now. Everybody's doing illegal shit. Everybody is fucking, you know what I'm saying? Jesse Jackson's son is getting fucking all kinds of money while he's in jail with all the shit he did. Like, there's no real leader. It's all about money, and everybody's worried about the wrong things. And people of color have to be grateful that we've come this far with the little leadership that we've had. You know, the Malcolm X's, the Martin Luther Kings, like I said, it's They both that's why I always go back to it, and I'm always fascinated to ask the youngsters, when is Malcolm X's birthday, and they don't know, and they think that Martin Luther King's birthday is on the date that they get the holiday on, but usually it's very, very rare. I think maybe one time since I've been alive has his birthday been on the day that he was born, which is January 15th. Because his nonviolent approach. Let's give him a holiday. If there was no Malcolm X, we wouldn't have come this far. Because at some point, we have to retaliate. And it's not about... Listen, like I try to explain to everybody, violence is not a necessity in all aspects. You don't need it. But when it's time for revolution, sometimes you need it. And all I'm saying is that the lawmakers and the people that hide behind the desk and all this other bullshit, you have to make it so that it's not so easy for someone to say, okay, I'm in danger of my life, even though I see no gun and it's just loud music and they're driving off and nobody's looking through the window, I gotta shoot them. Like, the law is too ridiculous. At what point does someone say, we have to make sure that people are held and are accountable for their actions? This is what my problem is. You don't need to so much dwell on the fact that it's a Caucasian male shooting an African American, because statistics will show you that African Americans kill each other more, way more than a Caucasian male kills them. So that's not my issue. I'm realistic. The friends that I had that are no longer here with me today was either shot by another African American or stabbed by another African American or some other minority. So I'm not here to complain about, this one in every time, and that's not the issue. I'm not that type of individual. I research facts and understand and really embrace the situation. This is what the problem is. Because it's a very, very low percentage of Caucasian older men or whatever it is that are killing these African American young men. A very, very low percentage. But what I'm saying is, it's still not right. And for people to feel like, if I walk past you, like I went to Disney World last year. I didn't want to go to Disney World because it's in Florida. I was going to try to go to Disneyland in California, but it didn't work out that way. So I ended up, because I know what Florida is about. If everybody knows what Florida is about and they're known for dudes just walking around like, yo, all right, this guy, we about to shoot this guy. We're going to shoot me and we're going to shoot us a nigger. Like, and they know that they can always say, I stood my ground or some other bullshit. It has to be some type of issue with the law. In 2014, we should be smart enough to look and see that there's something really wrong with this law. How is it okay at a well-lit gas station for a man to fire off these rounds, then go back to his hotel? He just drives there, doesn't report anything to the police. Nobody calls the police because it's a Caucasian male shooting at an African American male. It must be right. And he's able to go and turn himself in at a later date. What the fuck? I'm still trying to understand, like, what's happening with it. Like, when I tell people last year that it was still in the law books of Mississippi that slavery still existed and they had to remove it last year in 2013, like, nobody pays attention anymore to what's going on. This is unbelievable. None of this makes sense. But if we just sit back and allow it to keep on going on, it's not going to stop, just like anything else. I don't understand why people don't really realize that. And like I said, I'm not one of those guys that are going to say, oh yeah, the Caucasian guy, and oh yeah, bro, let's just all be honest. My people of color, let's be honest. African Americans are more likely to be killed by another African American. So that, again, is not the issue. The issue is the law. It's just not right. And I'm not saying that if you're in fear for your life that you shouldn't take action. But when it's clean-cut cases of just prejudice, How can this, you know what I'm saying? Like for any culture, any ethnicity. How do we just say, okay, you know what? Let's go to trial, even though there's proof that there was no weapon and all this other shit that was going on. Let's just go to trial. Why is there a trial needed? It's a clean-cut case. His girlfriend is saying that he's lying. His girlfriend. And that's bad when you got your Caucasian female with you and she ain't riding with you because she know it's wrong. When she's telling you, yo, listen, drop me off, motherfucker. She was like, yo, drop me off to my crib. You know what I'm saying? You about to go get raped in jail at night, motherfucker. Like, listen, like why is this still such? Why is it still such question? I keep on telling you, all my viewers, all the guys that females and men that choose to watch this channel, understand what I'm telling you. There's no such thing as coincidence. Coincidence occur because of an actual intent. You have to be in a situation where it's obvious that it's going to occur for it to be a coincidence. Whenever something happens and it's like and it's coincidental, research everything around the coincidence, and you'll usually find that it truly wasn't a coincidence. Now, if these young men were doing shit like this fucking game Knockout that started in Philly where these kids run up on you, punch you in the face, and do stupid shit like that, okay, pop that motherfucker. But if they're just blasting music, let the police pull them over and give them a ticket for the music. You guys are not, like, no one individual without a badge is the law. So why does everyone feel so empowered to show that they have the right to do this shit? If it's a ticket that's warranted, or if it's anything that's supposed to come for it, why not leave it to the police officers that are paid to do it? Why does every Caucasian old white man think that it's okay to, yo, turn the music? And then he says, I wasn't about to ask any more favors after they turned the music up. Like, what do you mean ask favors? Like, you have to see that these are young kids. And that's usually who they attack, because they're cowards. You ain't gonna see somebody looking like Ving Rhames in his prime bumping music and be like, yo, turn it down. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna see somebody looking like Terry Crews on an Old Spice commercial with his chest jumping, with the music blasting, and say, turn it down. You're not gonna do that. That's what the issue is. And I would stand here and represent for my Caucasian fellows, my Pakistanis, you know what I'm saying, people from all other countries and stuff like that. Once you're in America, people have no right to just, okay, because he's doing that, this is that, whatever like that, all the profiling. It's bullshit. But people have to stand up and say something. Like, you can't just make it okay. It's not okay. And this kind of shit is what, like, listen, we've had like fucking 5 snowstorms in New York. And Miss Gmia is going crazy. Oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta move. Bitch, leave. I'm staying right the fuck here. I'm New York. This is me. I'm a northerner. This is me right here. I'm not leaving New York. I'll go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really be wanting to stay. Like, I was at Disney World for like a week. And I wanted to leave after the first day. And not to say that I didn't love the park. Yo, Universal's the shit. Disney World's okay. You know what I'm saying? But I really love Universal. I wanted to get the fuck out of there. I stopped in at some of the local stores around those areas. Bro, I thought I was about to be lynched in the fucking store. And that's no exaggeration. I couldn't wait to get the fuck on my plane and get the fuck back to New York, because at least I know in New York we have crazy shit go on. But the obvious at this point, it's not even an issue. You're gonna get what's coming to you. That's all I can ask for. You're not getting no like this shit is going to trial and people don't know and all it. Like, are you fucking serious? And then after all the shit with George Zimmerman, and now he wants to fight DMX. I'm like, bro, how can people even pay attention to this clown? Why is he even relevant? He shouldn't even be acknowledged at this point. But people keep on feeding into this stuff. You could just stir up the whole African American community by saying, I'll fight anyone, even a black person. Why does his words mean anything after what he's taking from us as a people? Why is that even something that we remotely, want to digest? He should be obsolete. His crime alone is going to eat him up. We don't need to entertain Zimmerman. I don't want to hear anything about Zimmerman. But yet still, he'll say something like, I'll fight anybody, even a black person. And then we got DMX, who's high on crack probably. And then everybody just stirred up. Oh my God, I gotta watch that. And then you get upset when somebody calls you a nigger. What do you think you are? That's the bottom line. Listen, I have no interest in worrying about or giving a fuck about a Zimmerman. But as long as there are more and more Zimmermans, we have to attack the situation, which is the lawmakers. At what point is it not self-defense? The fucking kid is driving off. They're driving off and getting shot at. And he's in fear for his life. How many people you know drive off and the guy that's behind them, oh my God, I'm in fear for my life. Let me shoot these motherfuckers. How many times did that happen? I just can't deal with the obvious. I can't. And we as a people, all of us, all ethnicities, because it affects all of us eventually. Everybody gets a piece. Let's do what's right, man, and start to look at things differently and understand each other. We've come too far. Like Tupac said, it's time to make a change. Shout out to Dolphins Nation. Legit player. Until next time, one love.